Okay, so Andrey Rublev and Marin Cilic, they're facing off in the fourth round of Miami in the round of 16. So, as I always do in every video I make, I'm gonna go through head to head. First I'm gonna go through each of the players' form. I'm gonna go through head to head. Then I'll make the prediction from there. So Rublev has been in great form. He's won a bunch of ATP 500s. He only got his streak last week stopped at ATP 500 level by red hot Aslan Karatsev. So Rublev has been in amazing form so far. So what we're gonna wonder is what will happen. Is Rublev going to be able to keep it up at Masters 1000 level? Because last year at Masters 1000 level he did fall. So we're gonna have to see if he can keep it up. Now let's go through his matches. So he played against Tennis Sangren. He smashed him. He beat him 6-1, 6-2. And he played against Martin Fucsovics, and I thought Fucsovics would be able to win it and take it to a third set, but like it was the exact opposite. Rublev literally beat him the way he beat Sangren in straight sets 6-2, 6-1. The only thing is that the sets were swapped around, but other than that, it was the same scoreline. So Rublev has really been smashing his opponents so far, and I guess number one, maybe Fucsovics was tired, but still, we expected him to put up a better fight, but he didn't. So it's showing that Rublev is definitely in great form now. If he's beating Fucsovics that way, it shows that he's in great form. He's playing well, and when he's in great form, he's always tough to beat with any player. Even the big three may have trouble beating him, especially when he's in his best form. Now, Cilic. Not many people expected him to come so far because he literally is not, he's way past his prime, but he's shown this week that he's still capable of good victories. He first played Federico Coria and beat him in 3 sets. He then played Cristian Garin of Chile, and Garin, to be fair, he is much better on clay court, but still, that's not to take away the big win that Cilic had. Garin, he beat Garin 3-6, 7-5, 7-6. He then played next-gen talent Lorenzo Musetti, and I thought Musetti was going to beat him in straight sets, but he did what I thought Musetti would do to him, and he beat Musetti in straight sets 6-3, 6-4. So he's been playing extremely well now. He's really been playing well, and he's very tough to beat, especially when he's playing well. So we'll see if he can bring his best level to the court when he faces Rublev. Now, Rublev and Cilic, I think they've met before. I think. Yeah, they have met before. They've met 3 times. And Rublev leads 2-1, so a little interesting. It has a head-to-head lead for Rublev. They played on clay in 2015. Cilic won that 4-6, 7-6, 6-1. They played in Miami, so they played in the same event that they're going to compete in now. Rublev won that one 6-4, 6-4, and then in Moscow, Rublev won that 7-5, 6-4. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen since Rublev has the head-to-head lead. He'll even be more confident now. So my prediction is I'm going to go for something interesting. I think Rublev will win, right? He's way more developed than he even was in 2019, and Cilic has kind of fallen down a little bit from where he was even in 2019. But I'm going to pick Rublev in 3, right? Cilic has been playing well this week. He's been playing extremely well, and I know I did this for the Fucsovics match, but I'm going to do this again for this. I think that Cilic is not going to go away quietly because Cilic has been playing extremely well this week. He's really been playing well. He's been really playing at almost his best ability. So I think that he can beat Cilic, but I think Cilic will maybe take a tiebreak or something. But my prediction for this match is Rublev in 3 sets, because Rublev, I think, is too strong to fall here. But Cilic will give him a test. He will. So my prediction here, Rublev in 3 sets. Now, Milos Raonic and Hubert Hurkacz, they're facing off in the 4th round of Miami, in the 4th round of Miami as well. So Raonic, he's played really well. His latest win was against Ugo Umber, and he beat the youngster 6-4-7-5. So yeah, it he won it, but it wasn't it. The sets were tight. They could have gone either way, but he still was able to win. So that was an impressive win from Raonic because he won. Even though I thought that Umber could maybe put a bigger challenge, Raonic ended up winning the match. So that's good for him. And Hurkacz is in good form now, so he really has to be at his best if he wants to even beat him. So that's a good sign for Milos getting the win over the talented youngster. Now Hurkacz has played 2 matches, and like Raonic, he hasn't dropped a set either. He also hasn't dropped a set. He played against Denis Kudla. He beat him 7-6-6-4, and then he also played against Shapovalov, and I thought that Shapovalov would beat him, but he proved me wrong, and he beat Shapovalov in straight sets. He beat him 6-3, 7-6 after a tight last set. That's a good win for Hurkacz because he can also beat Milos if he's playing at his best. Right? He's a very good player. He has good flat ground strokes that are rewarded on these kind of courts. So he'll be really happy to kind of have a chance at this match. Now, Hurkacz and Raonic, they've never met before, so their head-to-head is 0-0. So this match, what that makes this match extremely tough to predict because there's no previous information, and both players are in good form, but both haven't dropped a set. So, but my prediction, I think that Milos has been the more impressive of the 2 players. Milos, he hasn't dropped a set. In the match before the one he played, before the Umber match, the one he played against Thompson, he only dropped 3 games. So it's showing that his defensive game is also coming on, not just his offensive game. His defensive game is also, you know, getting better as well. So I think that I'm gonna pick Raonic again, and I know it's a little weird, but I'm gonna do another straight sets victory for Raonic. I don't think Hurkacz. I think it'll be like kind of like the Umber match, another tight match. It'll be tight. It'll be 2 tight sets. I expect it to be. I don't expect it to be easy, but I think that Raonic will win this in straight sets because he's really impressive so far. Especially the opposition he's faced, they're not bad players, but he was able to beat them still. So he's really been impressive this fortnight, and as a result, I expect him to get a win over Hurkacz. So I'm picking Milos Raonic to make it to the quarterfinals of Miami with the straight sets win. So my pick is Raonic in straight sets. So Diego Schwartzman and Sebastian Corda, they're facing off in the 4th round in Miami. So Schwartzman, he has played 2 matches so far. He played Uchiyama in the 1st round. He beat him in straight sets, and he now played Manarino. I was gonna pick the upset. I was like, Manarino is better on the hard course. I'll pick him. But Schwartzman, he proved me wrong. He beat him in straight sets, 6-1, 6-4, and it was a rare match because Schwartzman usually he didn't face many break points. He didn't even face any from Manarino. Manarino didn't even get a look at a single break point. So Schwartzman really played one of those rare matches, and he's playing well. It shows that even though he may be better on the clay, he can still be good on the hard courts too. He can still play well on the hard courts. So it's something to look out for because if he plays well on the hard courts, maybe he can challenge Korda. Maybe he can even beat him. We don't know, but it just remains to be seen. Now Korda, his first match he played was against Fonini. Actually, no, sorry. It was against Albert. His first match was against Albert, and he beat him 6-3, 6-0. He played Fonini, and it looks like he was down, as I said in the previous video, but he still managed to beat him 1-6, 6-4, 6-2. And then he plays Aslan Karatsev, and then just like the Albert match, he beat Karatsev. he managed to beat Karatsev 6-3, 6-0. So the same scoreline as the Albert match. And interestingly, he scored 2 aces in both matches. Interestingly, that's an interesting fact. That Korda scored 2 aces in both the matches against Albert and against Karatsev. So he's in good form, and he's a great young player. He's definitely going to break out soon. That's for sure. He's a great young player, and we want to hopefully see him rise up the rankings as he gets older. So Schwartzman and Korda, they've never met, so their head-to-head record is 0-0. So my prediction here is a tough one, but I think that Schwartzman actually is gonna win this, because I think that he played really well against Manarino, who could have been a tricky opponent. So I think that he can actually win this. I think that he can win this match because he's playing. He has had some good results on hard courts. He made the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open back in 2017 and 2019, and he can play well on the hard courts because he's added an element to his game that he's also dangerous on hard courts too. So I think that Schwartzman can win it, but I don't think it'll be easy. I'm picking 3 sets. Actually, I'm gonna go for 3 sets, but I think that Schwartzman can close it out. But based on the performances we've seen him play this week, I think Schwartzman can win this. So Schwartzman in 3 sets.